angle, we begin today with updates of Nigeria's COVID-19 cases. Currently, there are 17,148 confirmed cases, 5,623 discharged, and 455 deaths. The Lagos State government has said it cannot proceed with the planned reopening of churches and mosques in the state on Friday, June 19th and Sunday, June 21st, given the current evaluation of coronavirus infections in the state. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Lagos State governor, said this yesterday during a press briefing at the State House, describing the decision as a tough one. Mr. Sanwo-Olu said since the announcement of June 19 as a date for reopening of religious centers on conditions that they would strictly comply with health guidelines, the state has been closely monitoring the situation and has now concluded that any form of reopening cannot proceed. We are now hereby suspending with immediate effect the plan to reopen religious houses and places of worship in Lagos State until further notice. We will continue to monitor the situation closely and continue to base our decision-making on data modeling, as well as on the responsibility we have to act in a manner that ensures the protection of all of you, the people of Lagos State, he said. This is not a decision that we have taken lightly. It is simply in line with our ongoing evaluation of evolving scenarios regarding the cause of the infection in Lagos State and the corresponding public health advisory guidelines issued by the experts. Therefore, until further notice, all places of worship in Lagos State will remain closed. Social and event centers and social clubs will also remain closed for now, Mr. Sanwo-Olu said. The World Health Organization, in a media briefing to update the public on the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, called on leaders to ensure any vaccine is a global public good. Any future COVID-19 pandemic must be a global public good, said the WHO Director General. He told the WHO media briefing that political commitment is vital, but everyone has a role to play. This will be the commitment of not only the political leaders, but I think it's everybody's business too, and the voice of every citizen globally will be important to assure access to vaccines and other products to those who need it. He later called for general unity in fighting the virus. This virus exploits the cracks between, he said. This virus exploits division between us. It's only when we are united that we can defeat it. The coronavirus outbreak has caused major disruptions to daily life, and children are feeling these changes deeply. While the return to school would be not only welcome but exciting for many students, others will be feeling anxious or frightened. Here are tips to help your children navigate some of the complicated emotions they may be facing with going back to school. Starting school or starting a new school year can be stressful at the best of times, let alone during a global pandemic. You can make him or her feel at ease by having an open conversation about what it is that's worrying him or her and letting them know that it's natural to feel anxious. Children may feel nervous or reluctant to return to school, especially if they have been learning at home for months. Be honest. For example, you could go through some of the changes they may expect at school, such as needing to wear forms of protective clothing like masks. Children may also find it difficult being physically distant from friends and teachers while at school. You should encourage them to think about other ways to bond and stay connected. Reassure children about safety measures in place to keep students and teachers healthy, and remind children that they can also help prevent germ spreading by washing their hands with soap and coughing or sneezing into their elbow. Remind them about the positives that they will be able to see their friends and teachers if they are physically returning to the classroom and continue learning new things. And that'll be all for this edition of The Human Angle. You can send in your videos and pictures to news@proshareng.com or programs@proshareng.com, and let's share your experience and views. Visit our website www.proshareng.com to get more updates from our news stories and videos. Also follow our social media platforms showing on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Till tomorrow, thank you for watching, and please keep staying safe.